Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar, along with Tim Stanovic. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. With us is Bloomberg TV markets correspondent Nora Melinda in the house. And yes, we are watching the drug names, in particular Pfizer today.
Cannot stop. We see Pfizer is the second biggest gainer in the S&P 500 today. That's ticker PFE. Of course, we know this stock has really been in focus. Largely Trump involved today. So essentially, they're going to be getting a 3-year reprieve, specifically as it relates to those pharma tariffs here. And of course, we know this has been promised and coming in terms of the tariffs. So the fact that they are able to miss that aspect is, of course, a positive here. We're looking at shares of Pfizer up about 6.7 or 6.5%. And when it was at its highest here, that is its biggest intraday gain since May 2024. So really seeing some strong gains here. Of course, they also talked about the fact that they're going to be selling some of their drugs at a discounted price, slashing it by about 50%, that discount there. And this, of course, will be marketed here on Trump RX, which is a direct-to-consumer website.
So is the expectation they're going to make it up on volume? And so, because it's a price cut. So I'm trying, and I understand it sounds like they're also maybe cutting out the PBMs and the middlemen, but I'm a little confused.
The logistics here.
I'm a little confused.
I think the message is also one of playing politics. And I don't mean that in any sort of pejorative way. I mean in a way that look at the reprieve that they were able to get as a result of what the White House, doing what the White House wants it to do.
But I feel like this, I don't know.
You also see peers higher. Eli Lilly higher right now by 5%.
Merck is up 6%.
Just definitely positivity all across that industry right now as you look at what the market's doing right now. But I wanted to move over into some of those recent IPOs. So CoreWeave, that's ticker CRWV. We know that this one IPO just back in March here. We're looking at shares
it's
that
a shame
are
it's
higher.
not having a good year.
I mean, shares of CoreWeave, when we're looking today, though, in the green.
I'm being sarcastic.
Up as much as 16% in trading today. And this, of course, is after it set up a deal here, $14 billion with Meta. This, of course, highlights the demand for artificial intelligence. I mean, this is a story that we've been hearing over and over again. Doesn't matter what industry we're talking about. AI is the story here. But this deal with Meta Platforms runs through December 2031 with an option to extend through 2032 here with additional capacity. This should help diversify CoreWeave's business away from Microsoft.
It's really interesting because it's a lot of like strange bedfellows here when it comes to who's buying what.
Right.
This goes to show you got to diversify your sources of this because this is a finite resource. People want compute and they want it now.
Only adding to their gains, up 242%
like
so
I
far.
said, if only they were having a good year. They are having a great year.
Fantastic year.
Let's get to ticker Fly.
Yes, so not doing so hot today. We're actually looking at shares of Firefly Aerospace down today in trading. And of course, this is the company that IPO'd just early August. So lots of IPO activity as we're seeing here across different industries. But shares of Firefly Aerospace are falling today in particular after there was an explosion when they were testing one of their rockets. And so, of course, that mishap is really sort of delaying a lot of the expectations that they had in regards to some of the planned launches for both their Flight 7 and Flight 8 by year end here. So that schedule now looking a bit unlikely. We're hearing from analysts across Wall Street. But this marks the second mishap that we've experienced here with Firefly Aerospace. They had Flight 6 that was lost just back in April. So all personnel are safe here. But of course, this did result in the loss of a rocket stage here. Shares are down for their worst day on record.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.